Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today we're diving into a fascinating piece from Quality Digest, exploring the intersection of Poka-Yoke and cybernetics in design. It's a really insightful look at how users interact with devices, and how designers can better anticipate those interactions. Exciting stuff!
I'm eager to hear this. The title itself is intriguing. How does this article connect these seemingly disparate fields?
Right, so the core argument revolves around Ross Ashby's law of requisite variety. It basically states that a systems regulator needs sufficient variety to handle any unexpected inputs or perturbations. Think of a traffic light. It has a limited number of states: red, yellow, green. If something unexpected happens, like a power outage, it lacks the variety to handle it effectively.
So how does this relate to Poka-Yoke and user interaction? Is it about designing systems with enough flexibility to account for user error?
Exactly. The author introduces two hypotheses. First, the user purpose hypothesis argues that the user ultimately defines a device's purpose, exceeding the designer's intended use. Think of a screwdriver used as a lever. The user's variety surpasses the device's inherent functionality. Second, the counteraction hypothesis suggests users seek simplicity in complex situations and complexity in simple ones.
That's a really interesting counterintuitive point. So, a simple device might inspire creative, complex uses, while a complex device might lead users to find simpler ways to achieve their goals. Makes sense?
Precisely. The article then delves into the cybernetic dance between designer and user, emphasizing the importance of interface design. The designer needs to amplify desirable user interactions while attenuating undesirable ones. A successful Poka-Yoke design, therefore, embodies requisite variety, ensuring consistent messaging and user success. It's all about minimizing entropy in the interaction.
I see. So the design should guide the user towards the intended use, making it the most intuitive and attractive option. But isn't that a bit idealistic? Surely, perfect design is impossible, right?
You're right to challenge that. The author acknowledges that adding variety costs money. The example of the USB connector is perfect. Its unidirectional design, while frustrating, was a cost-saving measure. A perfectly reversible USB would have doubled the cost.
That's a pragmatic point. It highlights the trade-off between ideal design and economic constraints. So it's about finding the optimal balance between user experience and cost-effectiveness.
Absolutely. The article also stresses the importance of instantaneous feedback. Errors should be immediately apparent to the user, minimizing cognitive load and confusion. The design should seamlessly integrate with the user's mental model of the task. It's all about efficient and intuitive interaction.
It's a holistic approach, considering user behavior, design constraints, and the principles of cybernetics. This article really bridges the gap between theoretical concepts and practical design considerations. Very insightful.
Indeed. The author concludes by emphasizing that artifacts don't inherently carry meaning. Rather, users assign meaning based on their interaction. The designer's role is to create affordances that facilitate meaningful user engagement. A truly user-centric approach. And that's a wrap for today's Tech Bytes and News. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of Poka-Yoke and cybernetics. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.